This is chemistry video number 2. We're going to be going over chapter 1.2 in my chemistry class. All the things I've learned in 2 days. First of all, scientific law versus scientific theory. Laws are patterns that are repeatedly seen. Okay. They usually have an equation, like pH, for our last video. Theories, however, are kind of the explanations behind those laws. They change when new evidence is found. Physical versus chemical changes. Water, for example, when it is frozen, undergoes a physical change. The chemical, H2O, does not change. It's still H2O. It's still water, so it's just a physical change. Okay? A chemical change, the elements and whatever molecules would have to be like disassociated or made into a new chemical. So now we're going to go over the changes that happen physically. So water to solid, or I guess not water, liquid to a solid is called freezing. A solid to a gas is called sublimation, or to sublime. Gas to a liquid is condensation. The molecules condense. Condensation. This is an interesting one. Liquid to gas is called generally vaporization. But when it's below the boiling point, it's called evaporation. So if water's just sitting there, it's going to evaporate. But it will be vaporized if you boil it. Meaning the whole substance, all of it, boiling, as opposed to evaporation, just the top layer is getting evaporated. Gas to a solid, I think it's quite rare, but it's called deposition. And a solid to a liquid is called melting. Okay, density. Generally, the density of a gas is much less than 1. And then when I say 1, I mean gram per milliliter. Generally, liquids are around 1, and solids are between 3 and 8. So like 5 would be a solid. What is that? Molecular elements. Actually, we'll talk about compounds first. So compounds are groups of atoms. When the molecule, sorry, I shouldn't say molecule, when the compound has no metals, it's considered a molecular compound or a molecule. So here is our periodic table. These elements are all metals here, but these ones in black, they aren't. So like water, is there metals in water? No. H and O aren't metals. So that is a molecule, a molecular compound. Ionic compounds have some metal in them. So they have one of these elements in the compound. So an ionic compound isn't considered a molecule. Okay. And that brings us to molecular elements, or diatomic elements, meaning you won't find them naturally by themselves, ever. These are, this is a little acronym. Never have fear of ice cold beer. It's nitrogen, hydrogen, fluoride, oxygen, iodine. Remember iodine we talked about in the hypothyroidism video? Chlorine and bromine are the 7 diatomic elements. Okay,